breaks and transition, and so this team is flawed. They are where they should be.
Great steal by Paul. It's now 55 straight with a steal, and Griffin scrapes the sky and throws it down.
So there is a crowd here. Great steal here by Chris Paul. He's one of the best in the game. Finds Griffin for a
third in the NBA. Griffin will try the jumper. He says he's gotten better from out there. Knocks that one down.
But his field goal
did not get a lot of action with Nate McMillan as the head coach. There's Jordan. The jam. Great look by Paul. And DeAndre Jordan is 4 of 4. Found his 5th board. He also has 5 points. Paul, great look, and Griffin with a throwdown.
He doesn't have to work on that.
Paul has 4 assists, attempted only 1 shot. Little mismatch here on Babbitt, and Paul easily passed him for the layup.
Little mismatch, Dave. Luke, welcome to the league, my friend. Well, we are in Lob City. Check out this one from Chris Paul, right on the money to DeAndre. Nasty, and then Blake Griffin. We've seen that before. And then Chris Paul says, let me get into the act. Luke Babbitt, you want to guard me one-on-one? No chance, my friend. Blazers in the front court.
Here's Paul on the other end, and Chris Paul with his 2nd field goal.
Cut it. I didn't recognize. I never heard of.
Here's Foy for 3.
Chase.
Randy Foy with a triple gets the Clippers within 5.
Oh, well, oh my goodness, he had him on a lob.
There's Griffin, and he'll throw it down. Went around Hickson for the dunk.
And get the beautiful finish. Blake Griffin here with the pump fake. Gets Hickson in the air and finishes
up on Hickson. Waits for the double. Now Paul will take the jumper over Batum and connect.
Yes, I like that shot. He can get that.
The switch. Felton takes him. 5 seconds to go. Here's Paul with 3. Paul, great move into the lane. Able to finish at the buzzer. What a move by Chris Paul.
Man, did he have to work hard to get to that spot. But what a finish. Luke Babbitt says, no thank you, I'm out of here. What a great cross. The scoop, the spin off the glass. Look at the English. And it goes. It's definitely going to count. Could have been an and one. What a move. CP3.
And Rick Bucher standing by with Blake Griffin.
Thank you. 9 points, 8 rebounds on his
City, San Antonio, or the Lakers in the first round. That's big.
Jordan with the throwdown. Paul with another assist.
Really is.
Here's Foy spotting up again. Short this time, but Griffin is there with his 9th rebound. Now Paul for 3. Timeout Portland as the Clippers lead it by 9.
So many open looks for the Clippers. Good things happen when you get out in transition. Chris Paul wide open 3, and the Clippers taking control up 9 here in the 3rd.
Now, a coach usually doesn't do that unless you have a player like Chris Paul and Blake Griffin. As Griffin takes it and throws it down, getting past Batum. He's got 11 points. Paul gets it back to Griffin, who lays it in. 17 now for Griffin in the ball game.
Roll here, and you got to check out the weak side defense. Here's Blake Griffin. You know it's a pick and roll. Now that weak side defender's Batum. You've got to meet Blake Griffin outside the lane. Once he gets starting, just go 1-4 flat. Don't even bring up the pick and roll. Here they do.
Paul will take the elbow J and hit it.
It's a poor job there by J.J. Hickson. You've got to come up on that pick and roll and make Chris Paul.
Coming up next, highlights from all the games tonight in the NBA, and a look at the men's Final Four tomorrow as Paul, now 18 points, gets the Clippers back within 2. And they do have 1 timeout left. Here's Paul into the lane, kicks it out to Foy for 3, and the Clippers lead it by 1. Randy Foy with his 5th three-pointer.
That's Chris Paul all the way. Dave pass, one-on-one, isolation. He beats Felton off the dribble. Here comes Batum to help. Foy spots up, knocks down his 5th 3 of the ball game. 14 assists for Chris Paul. None bigger than that one right there with under a minute to go to put the Clips up 1.
We saw Paul hit shots at the end of the second and third quarters to beat the buzzer. Here he makes an excellent pass. Paul defended by Hickson with 7. Paul on the drive to the bucket. It's good. Clippers by 1 with 5 seconds left. And a timeout by the Blazers, their final TO.
Well, not that hard to figure out, Dave. You have to put it in your best player's hands. He gets the mismatch. Portland too late. You got to run at J.J. Hicks. You can't expect him to stay in front of Chris Paul. Raymond Felton, you came off the switch. You've got to run back at Chris Paul and make him get rid of that basketball. You let J.J. Hickson stay out there much too long. Easy crossover, easy finish. Chris Paul, that's exactly what they wanted. Make them do what they don't want to do.
That was too easy.
It was too easy. You got an isolation call. Good solid D by the Clips.
Hard to tell if there was a foul on Blake Griffin or not. SportsCenter is up.